My Lords, in speaking after the noble Lord, Lord Hilton, I do have to perhaps question his description of HS2 as affecting a small area of ancient woodland, when the Woodland Trust says there are 108 areas at risk of loss or damage of ancient woodland. However, it will probably please your Lordship's House to know I am not going to restart the HS2 debate at this moment. What I will do is focus on Amendment 100, to which the Green Party would have attached one of our names had there been space. We're talking about something very ancient, very precious, and if we think about these comparisons with cathedrals, indeed we think about your Lordship's house, where we are now. And I was on the site of what's supposed to be the Norwich Western Link, standing at the base of an oak tree that was a sapling when Queen Elizabeth I was on the throne. Now, I would say an ancient woodland containing trees like that is comparable to your Lordship's house, is comparable to a cathedral, and you think about the protections that we offer to your Lordship's house or a cathedral, all the money we're thinking about putting in to preserving this building. And think, in those contexts, we're in a different kind of place. However, I did just briefly, what I wanted to say originally was just to note that we often think of ancient woodlands as being out in the countryside somewhere. And I do want to be a little bit parochial and point out that Sheffield actually has 80 ancient woodlands within its boundary. And think about and talk about the benefits to human health and well-being of having these ancient woodlands. And indeed, London has some of these ancient woodlands, which when I lived in London, I used to walk into. And these have enormous human health benefits that we really have to take account of. And I think, going back to that walking through Sheffield ancient woodland, or indeed the threatened woodland in Norwich, we're not just talking about trees here. We're talking about crucial, utterly irreplaceable habitats for bats, habitats for insects. Indeed, when these woodlands have a chance to truly flourish without air pollution and other factors, lichens and mosses, crucial complex organisms that are absolutely foundational to rich, healthy ecosystems and that depend on those ancient trees for their thriving and indeed for their survival. So I commend both of these amendments to your Lordship's House, and I'd encourage the noble lady to particularly put 100 to the vote.